On today's episode, I find myself alone. Everyone's gone and I'm here again. Just me, solo. I've done this before, but this time it feels different. It's got me thinking, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. And right now, I'm not sure what I am. Glad you're here with me for this part of the journey. I totally lucked out with this campsite. I feel like I hit the jackpot. You would think with camping right next to this river and the sounds of the water, I would have had the best night's sleep in my life, but the reality is I slept horrible. I kept waking up all night long. My first night by myself, not camped with a group or other people in a while. It's hard to explain when you go from a group of people or friends or even family traveling with you to all of a sudden just quiet. It's just been different, an adjustment, and I have a lot I need to get done today, so that will help take my mind off of everything, but it's just really quiet. The quiet that follows after people leave isn't always peaceful. It settles in slowly, thick, still, and a little too loud. It's that kind of silence that feels like a presence of its own. After days of laughter, conversation, shared meals, and simply existing in the company of others, there's a noticeable void when it's just me again. The space feels bigger. The van feels quieter. Even the smallest routines, boiling water for my morning coffee, setting up camp, feels different, a little emptier. It usually takes me a day or two to adjust, to enjoy the quiet again instead of noticing the absence of voices, footsteps, and laughter. I'm a giant. Mornings feel the most different. There's no one to hand a mug to, no half-asleep conversations about dreams or where we're headed next. Just me and my thoughts. People ask me all the time if I get lonely living this way. It's a fair question, and the honest answer is sometimes. I've come to understand the difference between being alone and feeling lonely. I love my alone time. I protect it even. It's when I reset, recharge, and feel most in tune with myself. But I've also learned to know when it's time to reach out, to meet up with a friend, to welcome a familiar face into my travels for a bit. I've been working on creating more balance, letting community find me when I need it, making room for spontaneous connections, and planning meetups with people I love. Whether it's sharing a trail with someone new or having family join me for part of the journey, these moments remind me how important connection is. This road life can be incredibly freeing, but it's also fleeting. The people, the places, the timing, it all shifts constantly. And because of that, I've learned to really savor the in-between moments. The river I camped near this week reminded me of that. Always moving, always changing, always flowing forward. That's what this lifestyle feels like. Ebb and flow, hello and goodbye, stillness and motion. It's not about choosing between solitude or company, it's learning how to hold both, to let them coexist, to be able to be okay in the quiet and still welcome the noise of companionship when it arrives. I can spend a week of alone in the mountains talking only to Apollo and feel completely whole, and then I can crave the warmth of a friend's voice around a campfire and feel just as whole in that moment too. Because I can love this quiet life and still miss people. I can be content in the stillness and still long for connection. I can go days without another soul in sight and still know I'm not really alone. The last group that I just left, I met with some girls who I met online, which is so weird for me. But one of the girls, Brandy, her husband Scott, helped me fix the van with my friend Jason. And so she reached out to me online and she's like, hey, I'm planning this girls' kayaking trip. You should come camp and meet up with us. And I was like, sure, I'll do it. So I drove about 6 hours and I met them up at the Scappoose. We did kayaking on the river. We saw some bald eagles. We saw a golden eagle. We saw a bunch of turtles. It was really cool, and just getting to hang out and get to know them was fun. So when I woke up this morning, I realized we're at Scappoose River, and I didn't know if this was Oregon or Washington. I actually thought we were in Washington, but this is in Oregon, and really huge river. You can do a lot of fishing and kayaking and paddleboarding on it. Really relaxing this morning, getting out in the water after struggling to get all the kayaks onto the water. It turned out to be pretty fun. Got to talk about like faith and family and just camping and outdoors. And I had a great time. We actually already planned another trip, so that's how well it went. And I appreciate meeting kindred spirits out on the road. I am hosting a group trip next September 10th through the 14th. I am taking a group of 11 people with me to Yellowstone National Park, and we're gonna go visit the Grand Canyon. I have some hikes planned. I'm gonna put the link down in the description for you guys with all the details about it. I would love to meet you. I would love to have you join us for some fun hiking. I would say glamping style. We are gonna help do some tents and food prep, but we have a guide as well, which is amazing. Just come have fun, hang out, and if you don't wanna travel alone, this is your opportunity to come do it with me. So this trip is going live tomorrow, so make sure that you click on the link so you can be the first to get notified. But I want to let you guys know, if you are one of my Patreons, I already shared this with you yesterday, and that's a perk of being a Patreon. So my Patreons are the first to get early bird pricing if they want to go on this trip. And if that's something you're interested in, click on my Patreon link, more information about that. But this is just a way to support me and Apollo on our trips. And so I just want to say a huge thank you to my current Patreons. You guys are amazing. Apollo loves all the treats he gets because of you guys, and thank you for everything that you do. So I spilled my coffee. I set my coffee cup on my bed while I was doing my devotions and ended up spilling it all over my bedspread. So now I get to go down to the creek and wash this out. At least I have an option of a river here so I can do this, but not really what I wanted to do this morning. I have a lot of work I need to get done first. Hopefully it got clean enough. I can put it out on some cord to dry, put it out on my laundry line so it can dry, and then I'll have that for tonight. A smart person would have put their line up first instead of getting the blanket all wet and not having a place to put it. But I usually like to do things the complicated way. That's just my life sometimes. So thankful to have a river to do my laundry because this is going to be dry in no time. I'm just making a little bit of protein pancakes for my breakfast so then I can get started on work because I realized I haven't eaten and I'm starving. And then I have some delicious leftover berries from the farmer's market that one of the girls brought me from our kayaking trip. And they're kind of like a berry mush right now, so I think it's going to be perfect on the pancakes. You're looking so cute again. Yes, you are. Oh, you don't want the camera in your face? Okay. Okay, I heard you loud and clear. Creating content solo means you're the camera crew, the editor, the storyteller, and sometimes your only company is the wind through the trees. But there's something grounding about it too, especially when I get a setup with a view like this. Facing a quiet river, everything just slows down. The table sets up in seconds, and with the lumbar support in this new chair, I can actually settle in and focus for hours. Out here, every sound feels sharper, every thought a little clearer. Being a digital nomad isn't always easy, but working in places like this, it's healing in ways I never expected. Well, I finished working, so I decided to put my suit on. I want to head down to the river and kind of cool off for a little bit. It's probably gonna be a little bit cold. I mean, it was cool when I got in with cleaning my blanket and stuff, but it's probably cooler now. Oh yeah, it's a little chilly. It feels really nice. It's very cold, but it feels pretty good. Isn't that amazing? Just the sound of the water, how soothing that is. And then you have the breeze and the sun, all the good things. That felt really good actually. Kind of cooled me right down. That was exactly what I needed. Just a little bit of a cool off. Felt really good. So earlier while I was working, I show you a little clip. Like I heard a noise outside. I had my windows drawn because it was pretty hot and I was trying to keep the heat out. And I heard what was a car outside my van. So I opened up my blind and I caught a sheriff's car. It was parked right by my van window and it started driving out of my campsite. So I grabbed my video camera and I caught the very last end of it leaving. But I think he was checking my plates or something. Like he never came up and knocked on my van. But that was the first time I've ever had cops in my campsite. So just had a sheriff come right up to my van, park beside it, and then leave. I don't know if he's checking my plates or what, but it was kind of interesting. I don't know, but maybe he was just making sure I was being legal with everything, and I don't know if he's running my plates because they're out of state. Hi there, baby. Oh, yes. How are you? How are you doing? Doesn't that nice afternoon breeze feel so good? Yeah. So my friend Britt just messaged me and she's like, so I have a month off of work starting the middle of August through September. We're thinking Montana. What are your plans during that time? I just love that. Because it doesn't matter if you're by yourself for a little bit, there's always people in the van community that want to meet up and get together. So I have some things to look forward to. And it makes the time when I'm alone less lonely because I know that this isn't forever. I can enjoy my time. I had a really great day today. I know tomorrow is going to be another good day. I also get to go meet up with friends, and that's, what I have to look forward to. And then I also have my best friend flying out. She's meeting me to do a little road trip. So it's always nice to have plans and have friends to meet up with. It definitely makes this whole lifestyle something I love. I like having my alone time, but I also really like being around other people. So got some fun new stuff coming up. It's a new morning and I have my coffee. So I'm feeling a little bit better. I slept so good last night. I slept like 8 solid hours without waking up even once. I had my window open at the foot of my bed, and so you could just hear the river running all night long, and just the sound of that, oh my gosh, it was so soothing. Something I really like about Oregon as well is that in the evenings it cools down. So even if it's hot during the day, at least right now during the night, like at the end of July, beginning of August, it is cold at night, which is so weird because that's not normal. Like I'm from California where it's 100 during the day and 85, 90 degrees at night, and it never cools down. But here it cools down. I'm liking Oregon more and more. There's something really special about starting the day like this, watching the light slowly stretch through the trees, hearing the steady rhythm of the river, and just letting myself be still. With a warm cup of coffee in hand and time set aside for my devotions, I feel like I'm not just waking up, I'm resetting. When I stop seeing solitude as something to escape and start embracing it as space for healing, clarity, creativity, and real inner peace, mornings like this become a reminder that even in the quiet, life is unfolding beautifully all around me. So I'm actually kind of sad to leave today because I feel like I just started getting in my groove of my alone time again. Even though I've really enjoyed my alone time, I'm gonna meet with some friends who live in Central Oregon. So even when I'm alone, I'm not truly lonely. My family and friends are a phone call away, they're a drive away. I have them in my life and they will always be there. That's so important to me. I get to do what I've always wanted to do. I am so grateful and blessed. I get to have this whole indoor outdoor lifestyle. I'm living on public lands for free in the forests with trees, mountains, rivers, lakes, and I'm working and supporting myself, and I am doing what I've wanted to do. I just didn't know it could be this good. I may spend a lot of time alone out here, and truthfully, I do love the quiet. It gives me the space to recharge and reset. But one of the things I'm most grateful for is knowing I can pack up and drive toward connection anytime I need it. Family, friends, familiar faces, they're always just a road trip away. So even though I might be solo traveling, I'm never truly alone, and there's a lot of comfort in knowing that.